Hello from me, Lazar Hristov. Welcome to the next in a series of tutorials on creating a website from scratch. Before we move on to the next part of them, let me introduce my second book on the subject. Or it's the third actually, but the first one, because it was longer ago, is not considered as important. The book is called Master Techniques in Adaptive and Responsive Design. And here we'll look at a lot of interesting things, how to convert our educational website into adaptive. Also, many new techniques, concepts, features, technologies in HTML5. I hope you will find all of this very interesting and useful. Let's move on to the book now. It's just that it's not actually here. I haven't created it yet, but in 3 or 4 weeks, I hope it will be completely ready and will be uploaded here in the books section. It should actually be here, in this part. Let's open the PDF file. We're already moving on with parts of it. As we said, the first part will be about adaptive and responsive design. Last time we covered ways to create adaptive mockups. There are 3 main approaches to this. The first one is a free-form approach in percentages. We already explained this approach in the previous book, so we won't go into it in detail now. I'll explain it to you very briefly. This method is mainly used in 2 cases. When converting to a layout with fixed to relative units. And secondly, when we prefer to arrange the elements in our web page as we wish, without using additional modules or frameworks, which have been overused lately. And this approach allows us to have freedom, creativity. For example, I often use this because I've had many cases where I'm working on a given web page and a new idea comes to me and right away I turn it on. I implement it, test it, implement it, and it happens with ease. If I had worked according to some strict plan, this would never have happened. And we've seen the essence of this approach. For widths, we only work with percentages, and when we need to convert a fixed pixel design to percentages, we have to keep the ratio and the proportions between blocks and elements exactly. In fact, if you find it difficult at first to imagine in percentage terms how blocks and elements will look on your page, you can first make them fixed sizes and then transform them. Here I have shown the formula that is used to convert pixels into percentages. So, here's how it works. The size of the element is divided by the size of its parent block. So, once again, I repeat, understand this. The element size is divided by the size of its parent block, and multiplied by 100. For example, let's calculate the height of a block in percentage, which is 448 pixels. We need to divide it by the parent block, which is 640 pixels. So we have 448 divided by 640. That's equal to 0.7, which when multiplied by 100 is equal to 70%. That's it, by this method end. Everything in this lesson. Best regards.